Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Indicom probing another fatal police shooting, this time in St. Andrew. Public urged to stay alert as scammers target citizens under EOJ's name. And later in sports, West Indies women to face Bangladesh women in limited overs series in St. Kitts this month. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sandy Williams. Here are the details. A man has been fatally shot and an illegal firearm reportedly seized during a targeted operation in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew this morning. The deceased has been identified as 39-year-old Andrew Richards, also known as Borry, a laborer and shopkeeper in the area. According to police reports, lawmen acting on intelligence conducted an operation in Tavern Gully or George Mason Drive when they were engaged in a confrontation. Richards was shot and a handgun was later recovered. Tavern Gully has been on the police's radar for some time now. It's understood that men currently behind bars continue to influence violence in the area.
They come about 4 o'clock this morning, 4:35, and shoot the boy around 5:30 this morning. And then you make you know say, him engage with shot we don't know. When I just 3 shot alone, boss. 3 shots, let me say, about 3 now after, about 3 shot boss. Man in a shootout, we don't know. When you take up a man out time, bed, ask the gun by the time you ask the gun, man get shot. I'm best friend this, you know. Him best friend this, him best friend. Anything you might do at this time, man, you do it with him. You understand? And then the man go and tell me, say, my cousin, in a shootout with them.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is probing the incident. Now, we'll have more details on this story in Primetime News this evening. Scammers are upping their game, this time masquerading under the trusted banner of the Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ. More in this report. The state-run agency has uncovered a new scheme in which criminals impersonate EOJ staff to swindle unsuspecting Jamaicans. Reports have surfaced of individuals receiving phone calls from fraudsters claiming to be EOJ representatives. These callers falsely announce that recipients have been selected to work in the upcoming elections or inquire about their interest in such roles. But here's the catch. They then send a link urging individuals to share personal information. In a firm response, the EOJ has declared these calls fraudulent, emphasizing that it does not conduct recruitment via phone calls or unsolicited links. The EOJ is urging the public to remain vigilant and refrain from engaging with these callers. Neither should they click on any links or share personal information. For verified information, it advises citizens to contact the EOJ directly at 876-922-0425-9. But this isn't the only scam making rounds. Just yesterday, the police issued an alert about another deceptive tactic where strangers approach individuals, request to make a quick phone call, and then vanish with the device. The authorities are pleading with the public to be cautious and skeptical of unsolicited requests, whether they come via phone or in person. The National Works Agency, NWA, says it will be ramping up road patching activities this year as it continues to rehabilitate roadways across the island. Road patching started in some areas last year, but NWA Communication Manager Stephen Shaw says the agency experienced challenges which slowed the process.
One of the challenges that we would have had that would have caused the slowing down of the process is the fact that we have to buy the asphaltic concrete mix from companies that, private sector companies, and most of them have taken a holiday break. I think all of them have taken a holiday break. And so while we have gone out and we have prepared areas, we have not been able to close some of these areas, and many of these areas, because the asphaltic concrete mix is just not available.
Flagmen in Clarendon are voicing their frustration with motorists who continue to disregard their signals during the road patching exercises in the parish. They further complain that it's putting lives at risk. Their concerns boiled over Thursday after an accident left one of their colleagues nursing injuries. One of the flagmen who witnessed the incident gave this account.
Him get red flags and him still drive through. And he's driving a defaulted vehicle, alternator non charge. So him can't ease up off of the gas.
Oh. So as a result of that, she can't get medical attention?
Right now she gone, a doctor gonna get medical. Her two of them can't move and her foot as well.
The flagmen say this behavior cannot continue.
When you stop them with the red flags, then drive through the same way. We not have, not with the civilian alone, you know. All the police involved in it. Because them not obey the flags either. Them drive past and speed. And they not stop. Them just drive through.
So you are saying that they want cooperation from the motorists?
Yeah, we want cooperation from the motorists. That's all we need.
Amid concerns from hoteliers about the shortage of some food items, the tourism ministry says it expects the situation to improve within a matter of weeks. Farmers have been trying to pick up the pieces following several adverse weather events in 2024. Since then, the tourism sector, like many others, have been feeling the pinch.
There are still challenges in this space. There have been some imports to ease the burden, but we do have some shortages. We do have some concerns. And I know that the Ministry of Agriculture is trying to ensure that they carefully balance the interests of ensuring that the food is on the plate at all our hotels and our attractions and our Airbnbs and so on.
Senior strategist in the Tourism Ministry, Delano Seavright, says he anticipates that the situation will improve in coming weeks.
There are specific items for which there are some unique shortages, including bananas. But we expect the state of food as it relates to agricultural supplies to stabilize by February of 2025.
A coroner's hearing into the death of prominent Manchester businessman Jason Neal has been rescheduled to February 27 after a forensic analyst providing evidence to the court virtually yesterday had technical issues. Judge Monique Harrison was forced to ask Tracy and Bennett, an analyst from the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine, to visit the Manchester Parish Court in person next month after she repeatedly had trouble hearing questions being posed to her. Justice Harrison made the call after a brief in-chamber meeting with lawyers involved in the case. Mr. Neal was found with bullet wounds to the head inside a bathroom at his home in Ingleside on December 4, 2018. Initially, his death was ruled as a suicide, but family members believe he was murdered. The St. Anne police are urging motorists to factor additional time in their travel arrangement this Saturday in anticipation of the usual traffic pileup along the main thoroughfares due to the intimate concert in the parish. The second staging of the intimate concert series will take place at Plantation Cove Prairie, St. Anne. Head of the St. Anne Police Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell says excessive traffic is expected for the event, and as such, he is urging motorists to expect delays.
The event is expected to attract a wide support, resulting in excessive traffic on the roadways in the division. It is against this background that the public is advised to factor additional time in their traveling arrangements. The police will be strategically deployed to assist with traffic management and other security concerns. The full cooperation of the public is required to assist with the management of this event.
It's now time for a break. Please stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News and thanks for staying with us. It's now time for the Business Minute.
Industry, Investment and Commerce Minister Senator Aubin Hill says he'll be asking CARICOM to suspend the 30% common external tariff on goods imported from outside the region in order to allow Pure National to import ice from the US for 6 months at an affordable price. The company recently revealed that it had to increase the price of imported ice by between $100 and $200 per bag because the high costs involved, including the CET, have led to an increase in its cost of operations. There is currently a shortage of ice in the country because of the recent fire, which destroyed 90% of the company's productive capacity. Meta's top policy exec Nick Clegg is stepping down. Clegg served as the UK's Deputy Prime Minister before joining Meta in 2018. Back then, it was still known as Facebook. Clegg rose to his current role in 2022. In recent years, with social media under scrutiny, the public affairs chief has become one of the most important jobs at Meta. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Hal Shane Burke.
And it's now time for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, the Guyana government will introduce new legislation this year to address rising crime in the Caribbean. Key measures include the CARICOM Arrest Warrants Bill, a Caribbean gang database, and the Regional Integrated Ballistic Information Network. The Regional Security System, RSS, will also enhance collective security across member states. On the international scene, Bourbon Street in New Orleans has reopened after a deadly attack on New Year's Day that killed 14 people. The FBI believes the attacker Shamsuddin Jabbar acted alone. Jabbar, a 42-year-old Army veteran, was killed in a police gunfight after driving a truck into crowds and planting explosives. No link has been found between this attack and a separate explosion at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.
We head to a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have your midday sports report.